If you're tired of missing appointments, forgetting whose turn it is to do the dishes, or dealing with that messy paper calendar on the fridge that nobody actually updates, you need to see this. Today, we're counting down the 5 best electronic calendars that'll transform how your household stays organized. From compact 10-inch displays to massive wall-mounted command centers, these digital calendars sync with your phone, track chores, and actually get your family on the same page. I've dropped updated links with the best pricing in the description below. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 5 is the Smart Digital Calendar 10.1-inch Family Planner. And this is honestly a great entry point if you're new to digital calendars and don't want to go all in on something massive right away. You're looking at around $130 to $160 depending on where you shop, with most retailers hovering around the $140 to $150 mark. Sales can drop it down to the $120 range if you catch it at the right time. And for what you're getting, that's solid value for dipping your toes into the digital calendar world. The 10.1-inch touchscreen display is responsive and clear enough to read from across a room, which is what you want when you're checking the family schedule from the kitchen counter. This thing syncs automatically with Google Calendar, which means if you're already using that for work or personal stuff, everything just flows right over without any manual entry. The interface is clean and straightforward. No overwhelming menus or complicated setup. You connect it to Wi-Fi, link your calendar accounts, and you're basically good to go in under 15 minutes. It supports multiple users with color-coded events, so everyone in the family can have their stuff displayed without it turning into visual chaos. The display automatically adjusts brightness based on room lighting, which is one of those features you don't think about until you have it, and then you realize how annoying it would be without it. You can mount it on the wall or use the included stand for counter placement, and battery life is decent if you want to move it around, though most people just keep it plugged in since it's meant to stay in one spot anyway. Now, the 10.1-inch size is compact, which is great for smaller spaces, but does limit how much information you can see at once without scrolling. If you've got a big family with tons of overlapping schedules, you might find yourself tapping through views more than you'd like. But for couples or smaller families, or if you just don't have wall space for something massive, this size works perfectly fine. The app integration is solid. Besides Google Calendar, it works with Outlook and iCloud too, so pretty much whatever system you're using should be compatible. Build quality is what you'd expect at this price point. It's plastic, it's functional, but it's not going to wow you with premium materials. The Smart Digital Calendar 10.1-inch is affordable, straightforward, and does exactly what it's supposed to do without any fuss. If you want to see if a digital calendar actually improves your life before investing in something bigger, this is a smart starting point that won't break the bank. At number 4 is the Smart Captain 10.1-inch Smart Digital Calendar. And this is where things get more interesting because it's not just about displaying appointments. It's about coordinating your entire household. Pricing runs from about $140 to $170, typically around $150 to $160 at most retailers. That's similar to the previous option, but the Smart Captain throws in features that actually justify choosing it over the basic family planner. The Smart Captain has that same 10.1-inch display with all the standard calendar sync capabilities. Google Calendar, Outlook, Apple Calendar, all the usual suspects. But where it separates itself is the integrated chore chart system. And if you've got kids, this feature alone might sell you on it. You can assign tasks, set recurring schedules, track completion, and even set up reminders that actually notify people when they're supposed to do something. No more nagging about whether someone fed the dog or took out the trash. It's right there on the screen with a checkbox. The interface is designed to be kid-friendly with big icons and simple navigation, so even younger family members can check off their completed tasks without needing help. Parents can manage everything from their phones through the companion app, which means you can update the calendar or add chores while you're out running errands or sitting at work. The display quality is bright and crisp with good viewing angles, which matters when you've got it mounted in a high-traffic area like the kitchen where people are looking at it from different positions. The built-in speaker is surprisingly useful. It can give you audio reminders for important events or tasks, which is great when everyone's rushing around in the morning trying to get out the door. Setup is painless. Download the app, create your family profile, connect to Wi-Fi, and start adding people and events. The Smart Captain supports multiple calendar sources simultaneously, so if one parent uses Google and the other uses Outlook, no problem. Everything merges together. The chore tracking system lets you set recurring tasks, which is perfect for weekly stuff like mowing the lawn or doing laundry. And kids can check off completed tasks right on the screen. Parents get notifications on their phones when tasks are done, which gives you peace of mind without having to physically check. There's also a weather widget widget that's always visible, helping with planning outdoor activities or knowing what the kids should wear to school. You're looking at spending about the same as the basic smart digital calendar, but the Chore chart functionality really adds value if you're trying to teach responsibility or just need a better system than yelling reminders across the house. The 10.1-inch screen is still compact, so you're dealing with that same limitation on how much you can see at once. But the Smart Captain makes better use of that space with its multi-function approach. If you want a digital calendar that does more than just display appointments and actually helps coordinate family life beyond scheduling, the Smart Captain delivers features that make daily household management easier. It's not fancy, but it's functional and solves real problems that families deal with every single day. Right in the middle at number 3, we've got the 21.5-inch electronic calendar and chore chart, and this is where we make the jump to a significantly larger display that changes the whole experience. Pricing sits around $200 to $250 depending on the retailer, with most hovering around $220 to $240. That's definitely more of an investment than the 10-inch options, but that extra screen real estate is legitimately worth it if you've got the wall space. The 21.5-inch display makes a massive difference in usability. You can see way more information at a glance without scrolling or tapping through menus. Multiple family members can have their schedules displayed simultaneously without things feeling cramped. And the color coding system makes it instantly clear who's doing what and when from across the room. The touchscreen is responsive and handles multiple people tapping on it throughout the day without any issues. What's really nice about this size is that you can have a full month view up and still actually read the details of each event without squinting or zooming in. The device syncs with all major calendar platforms: Google, Outlook, Apple Calendar, so everyone's existing schedules just merge together automatically without any manual entry. The integrated chore chart section is more robust than the smaller options, letting you create custom tasks, set recurring schedules, assign them to specific family members, and track completion. You can even attach rewards or point systems if you want to gamify household responsibilities, which surprisingly works really well with kids who need that extra motivation. The interface is intuitive enough that after showing your family once how everything works, they can pretty much figure it out themselves from there. There's a built-in weather forecast that updates throughout the day. Plus, you can display family photos when the calendar's in idle mode, which is a nice touch that makes it feel more personal than just a utilitarian scheduling tool. The device comes with both a stand and wall-mounting hardware, so you've got options for placement depending on your space. Most people mount these in the kitchen or a main living area where everyone naturally gathers throughout the day. Setup involves downloading the companion app, creating family profiles, and linking your calendar accounts. Takes maybe 15 minutes tops if you're moving at a normal pace. One thing that's genuinely useful is the custom alerts for different family members. Your teenager gets reminded about basketball practice while you get alerted about that important work meeting, all automatically based on whose event it is. The larger format means you need actual wall space for this. So if you're in a tiny apartment or don't have a good central location, that could be a challenge. It's also heavier and more of a permanent fixture than the portable 10-inch models. But for families with multiple kids and busy schedules, or even just couples who are constantly coordinating logistics between work and personal life, having everything visible in one central location honestly reduces so much mental load. You're not constantly checking your phone or asking each other what's happening tomorrow. It's just there, visible, updated in real time. The 21.5-inch electronic calendar and chore chart is that sweet spot where you get significantly better usability than the smaller screens without going completely overboard on size or price. If you've got the space and you're serious about getting your household organized, this size makes daily planning way less stressful. Coming in strong at number 2 is the Skylight Calendar 27-inch. And this is basically the premium option in this entire category. Pricing sits around $500 to $600 depending on where you buy it, and there's also a subscription fee after the first year that runs about $39 annually for premium features. That's definitely premium pricing. We're talking about what some people spend on a laptop, so you need to decide if the extra polish and features justify that investment. The 27-inch display is absolutely gorgeous, really bright, really clear, with excellent color accuracy that makes everything pop. This isn't just functional, it actually looks good on your wall, more like a high-end digital art frame than a utilitarian calendar. The interface is incredibly polished and user-friendly, which matters because you want everyone in the family actually using this thing consistently, not just you being the only one who touches it. What sets Skylight apart is how seamlessly integrated the whole ecosystem is. The mobile app is genuinely great, letting you manage everything from your phone with an interface that's actually intuitive instead of frustrating. You can add events, assign chores, upload photos, send messages to the calendar that appear instantly on the screen, all from wherever you are. The calendar syncs with basically everything: Google, Outlook, Apple, even school district calendars in many areas, which is huge for parents trying to track school events and activities. The chore chart functionality is robust and well-designed, letting you create detailed task lists, set deadlines, track completion with notifications, and even set up reward systems or allowance tracking if that fits how your family operates. One feature that ends up being surprisingly useful is the magic list function, basically a shared to-do list that anyone can add to from their phone, and it displays prominently on the screen. Grocery items, errands, things you need to remember to do. Everything just lives in one visible place instead of scattered across text messages and mental notes that get forgotten. The weather integration is detailed and accurate, displaying multi-day forecasts. And there's a meal planning section where you can organize weekly menus, which actually helps with grocery shopping and making dinner decisions instead of that daily "what should we eat" debate. The display quality is seriously impressive. The brightness, the colors, the resolution all come together to create something that looks premium. Skylight also includes unlimited cloud storage for photos, so you can use it as a rotating digital frame when it's in idle mode, cycling through family pictures automatically, which is a nice bonus that adds value beyond just the calendar functionality. Here's the reality check though. At $500 to $600 plus that annual subscription, this is a significant investment. You're paying a premium for that extra polish, those additional features, and that refined user experience. For some families, especially those who really struggle with organization and coordination, it's genuinely worth it. The build quality is excellent, the software is constantly updated with new features and improvements, and Skylight's customer support is actually solid when you need help. But you need to be honest about whether you'll use all these features, or if a simpler, cheaper option would do the job just as well. If you're treating this as a long-term investment in family organization, you've got the budget for it, and you want the absolute best experience available. The Skylight calendar delivers on that promise. It's the premium choice for good reason, but it's not for everyone's budget or needs. And taking the top spot at number 1 is the Dragon Touch 21.5-inch digital calendar, and it earns this position because it offers the best overall balance of features, size, and value in this entire category. Pricing runs from about $180 to $220, typically around $200 at most retailers, making it significantly more affordable than the Skylight while still delivering that larger screen advantage over the compact options. For the combination of size, functionality, and price, nothing else beats it. The 21.5-inch display is bright and easy to read from across the room, with a responsive touchscreen that actually works the way you'd expect without lag or missed inputs. The interface is clean and straightforward, no unnecessary complexity or confusing menus, just your calendar, chore charts, weather, and customizable widgets all laid out logically. Dragon Touch nailed the calendar sync functionality with rock-solid reliability across Google Calendar, Outlook, and Apple Calendar. Events update in real time, and you can set up multiple user profiles with different colors, so everyone's schedule is instantly distinguishable at a glance. The chore chart system is comprehensive without being overwhelming, letting you create tasks, set schedules, assign family members, and track completion all through the touchscreen or the mobile app. What's great is that the app is actually good. It's not some afterthought that barely works, but a genuinely useful tool for managing everything when you're not standing directly in front of the calendar. You can add events, modify tasks, check what's coming up, all from your phone wherever you are throughout the day. The display automatically adjusts brightness based on ambient light, which is one of those features you don't think about until you have it, and then you can't imagine living without it. No more blinding yourself when you check the calendar at night or squinting to see it during a bright afternoon. The device comes with both mounting hardware for wall installation and a stand for counter placement. Plus, the setup process is genuinely simple. Even if you're not particularly tech-savvy, you can get this running in under 20 minutes, including downloading the app and linking your calendars. Battery backup is included, so if you lose power briefly, your settings and schedule don't disappear and need to be reconfigured. The weather widget pulls detailed forecasts and updates throughout the day automatically, and you can customize what information displays on the home screen based on what matters most to your family's daily routine. There's also a notes section for quick reminders or messages between family members, which ends up being more useful than you'd think for household communication. What makes the Dragon Touch #1 is that perfect balance it strikes between practical features and reasonable pricing. You're getting that larger 21.5-inch screen that makes everything genuinely easier to use and see compared to the 10-inch models. But you're not paying the premium price of options like the Skylight. It's got all the features that actually matter for day-to-day organization. Calendar sync, chore tracking, weather, good mobile app, without unnecessary bloat or features you'll never use. The build quality is solid and reliable. The software works consistently, and it genuinely makes daily planning and coordination easier for everyone in the household. At around $200, it feels like a smart purchase rather than an extravagant one, and it's affordable enough that you won't feel guilty about actually using it instead of treating it like some precious device. For most families looking to upgrade from paper calendars or get their schedule under control, the Dragon Touch hits a sweet spot. It's big enough to be genuinely useful as a central organization hub. It's got all the features you need without unnecessary complexity, and it's priced reasonably enough that it makes sense as an investment in reducing daily stress and improving household coordination. That combination of practical benefits at a fair price makes it the best overall option in this category.